Okay, Coach, on a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Houston Texans. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Yeah, 54. Time to go, night. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. You remember me?
On first down, Taylor. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
At the 23-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Now they go screen. It's complete. And some room to work. Give them 32 on the play. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now Taylor. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Second and 9 now. This caught. Reception by Holmes. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down, Jacksonville.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 at the 19. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he whips that one incomplete there.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in.
Here we go.
It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, it has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
He'll look to throw. And they're going to to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. 2nd and 14. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
First 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
Mike 54. It's coming this way, Here we go. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. From a yard out. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. The point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Texans, nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Okay, ready? 54, right there. 54, Mike. In the face. Check. Get it.
They'll run on first down. It's Wolf, and he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
On first down, it's Parker looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
On second down, it's Wolf. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
It's 3rd and 7.
60 outlaw. Hey, orbit. Hey, it's our house. Where's 52? Get up. 52. Now.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Second and 15. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. Hustle. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Let's go. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Ready to go here for their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, and guess what? You start accumulating.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point forthcoming. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
First down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
That's what I do. Shit! Watch the shit! Let's go! Come on!
They're going to look to throw. Holmes has got it complete. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Complete to number 86. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Jacksonville.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll look to throw here. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Got his man. It's Williams. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll wind up with 7 on the dump-off, but it'll set up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Come to me, it's me. 56 to Mike. 56 to Mike.
The give to Taylor. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 3rd down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Mike's by 4. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
26 yards. And the Jaguar first down.
54 Mike. 54 Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Complete to Jones. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
3rd down.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll look to throw. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll wind up losing 11 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Ready, ready.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, echo.
He'll look to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They go play action here on 1st down. Airing one out deep for Holmes here. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
On the double. 41's the mark. Check, 41. Yeah. Go. In the rep. Let's go, right here.
They'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. A good pickup there. 26 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Airing one out deep for Holmes here. And this is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one good for 37 yards. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. 2nd and 2. Escaping the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Third down and goal now, and this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop. They'll try to run this one in. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. What a stand so far defensively. And now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. And his kick is right there. It's good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. So it's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now arguably the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Come on now, let's go.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points forward.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this,
so after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
I got you, punk.
He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Set, ready. Set the ending. Come on, go. Get in there. 41, Mike. Go. Let's go. You tighten up. You tighten up. He's checking. Crash. Mike. Go. Mike, 41. Stop your whining. 41's coming. Cut. 41 Mike. Right here. 41 Mike. Rotate. Spell. Switch. Oh. Hey, switch gears.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. set up to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the tackle with a 1st and 10. Deep 10. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 87 yards as they have now chopped this lead down to 3.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And the lead is down to 2. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stop. With just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On play action, they'll throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Open man is Holmes. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
First down, Jacksonville.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
On 1st down. He'll drop to throw. Airing one out deep for Holmes here. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Ball on the 42 as they come.
Defense.
Back to throw here. He finds Taylor, complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Back to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. We are at halftime here on Halloween as we send you. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this with intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Pilot, 64, weak, smooth,
Back to throw now on first down. He finds his man Johnson.
You got it, you got it.
At the 47-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
So we got man now.
They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he claps down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the second level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
You got tight. You got tight right there. Let's go.
He'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. No gain at all on the play there, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10, kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
They're going to look to throw. Airing one out deep for Holmes here. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. A big third down play there for the Jags. 52 yards. And what can they do here on second and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. They'll look to throw here. Toward the pylon, caught. 3 yards is the gain that time, second and goal. From the 2 now, second and goal.
Double dog, that's the way. 58, come on. Drop down and return it, anyway. Get that ball. 58. I got it.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Good one, boys. Let's go.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Here's second and 8. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And guy's man complete. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point right down the middle. And that will tie us at 24. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point up and through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. This is Johnson. He's gone. It's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. The 20, 10, and they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
Comes back. This is caught inside the 15. A big-time play there for the Texans. And even 50 yards. Back now in Houston. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the fourth quarter. Back now in Houston. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the fourth quarter. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's second down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Check 26, check 26. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Check 24, check 24.
On second down now, it's Parker, and he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit and try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The Jaguars on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Check 99. Check 99. Check. Right there. Let's go. Come. Whip. Hey. 36. Check.
Looking to throw. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 54 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
26, Mike. 26. Hey. 26, Mike.
2nd and 1. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
The Jaguars on third down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They'll look to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And his kick here is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught at the 20. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. The extra point splits the uprights, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And a Jaguar first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Come on, fellas.
The Texans take over 1st and 10.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. They'll drop the throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Johnson's got it complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off inside the 10. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Where'd he go? 26 Mike. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Shit.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd down and 12. This caught. Reception by Holmes. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And look at this, it's a fake. So they get the first down. Maybe not a huge play in terms of yardage, but the fake punt does the job. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move, but oftentimes it's usually a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands, and he's able to pick up the first down.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Now a give right side. It's Taylor, and he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
And they will take a knee here. The last 2 plays, each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
We've seen this offense go for it on 4th down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
I certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. So a change of possession here. On the punt. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
At the 23-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Jacksonville, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Houston, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll be off to Oakland next week for a date with the Raiders. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.